you take me home and give me wings to fly. We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run away and leave this.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Storybook Crochet. My name is Heather. Today I am going to show you how to make these adorable baby mittens. This is a great beginner-friendly project that works up really quickly. They make for perfect last-minute baby gifts, baby showers, or just using up a little extra yarn. So let's grab our yarn and hook and let's get started. For materials for this project today, I am using a worsted weight 4 yarn, and you can use this in cotton. That would be good for a baby pattern. They do make some nice baby cotton yarn out there. You're also going to want a 3.5 millimeter hook for the smaller set here, and this would be good for 0 to 3 months. I also made a pair using an H hook, which is a 5 millimeter crochet hook, and these would be good for about 3 to 6 months size. You're also going to want some scissors and a yarn needle to weave in your ends. So let's grab all of our supplies and we'll get started. So to start our mitten, we are going to start by doing a magic ring. If you are not comfortable with a magic ring, you can always chain 4 and then you'll slip stitch to the very first chain to form your ring. To do the magic ring, you're going to take the end of your yarn and drape it over 3 fingers. You're going to wrap around, making an X, crossing over the top. Hold that onto your hand, take your hook and go underneath and grab that top piece of yarn, pull up a loop, hold that onto your hook, and then remove the ring from your fingers. And then you're going to chain 1 to secure that ring. For round number 1, we are going to make 10 half double crochets in our ring. So to make your first half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, and you're going to be going under both lengths of yarn if you made your magic ring. Pull up your loop, yarn over, and then pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And that is 1 half double crochet. You're just going to repeat that for a total of 10 times. Once you have your 10 half double crochets complete, you're going to take that tail and pull on that, and that is going to close that opening for us. And then to finish off round number 1, we're going to slip stitch to the very first half double crochet that we made. So you're just going to insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull that through, and then you're going to pull it through the loop on your hook. And that is our slip stitch to join our round, and we will be doing that at the end of every single round that we make. So moving on to round 2, we're going to start with a chain 1. The beginning chains of each round do not count as a stitch. So to start round number 2, we are going to make 2 half double crochets in every single stitch around. So our first half double crochet will go in the same stitch as our chain. So yarn over and then insert your hook into that same stitch, and then make your half double crochet. And then you're going to make 1 more half double crochet in that exact same stitch. This is also called a half double crochet increase, and it just means to put 2 half double crochets in every single stitch around. So you'll just go into the next stitch and make 2 half double crochets. And you're going to repeat this all the way around, and this will give you a total of 20 half double crochets at the end of round number 2. Once you get back around to the beginning, go into that first half double crochet and make your slip stitch, and then chain 1 to start round number 3. So for round number 3, we're going to put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. So that first half double crochet again goes in that same stitch as your slip stitch. And then you'll just repeat that around, 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. So again, round number 3 will be a total of 20 half double crochets. Before we move on to round number 4, we're going to go ahead and weave in this center tail here. We want to make sure that this doesn't stay long because it could wrap around baby's fingers, and we definitely don't want that. So I just take my yarn needle and go through the center hole there and pull on that. And then I'm just going to go back and forth with my yarn needle here a few times to make sure that that's good and secure and can't come undone when baby's wearing it. Once you have that done, you can just go ahead and snip that off, and we're ready to move on to round 4. All right, so don't forget to slip stitch at the end of round 3 and then make your chain of 1. So for rounds 4 through 6, we're just going to do what we did in round 3, and we're going to put 1 half double crochet in every stitch around, making sure that your first half double crochet is in that same stitch as your chain. So each round will again consist of 20 half double crochets at the end of each round. So go ahead and work through round 6. You can just pause the video here until you get that complete, and then we will move on to round 7 together. All right, so we have through round 6 complete. So now moving on to round 7, we're going to do the same thing we have been doing, but we're not going to put our first half double crochet in the same stitch as our chain. We're just going to put our first one in that next stitch over. So skip that chain stitch and then work your first half double crochet in the next stitch over. So by doing this, we're actually going to have one less stitch for the round, so it'll be a total of 19 for this round. So by having one less stitch, it's going to slightly taper in our baby mitten here so that it fits their little hands a little bit nicer. For round 8, we're going to do exactly what we did in round 7. We're going to skip this chain stitch here and work our first half double crochet in that next stitch. And for this round, you will have a total of 18 half double crochets. For round number 9, we are going to start working back in that same chain stitch there. So we're going to just put 1 half double crochet in each stitch around, making sure your first one is in that same stitch as your chain. So again, this is going to give you a total of 18 half double crochets for this round. We now have 2 rounds to go to make the little cuff part of our mitten here. So to start off round 10, we're going to chain 2, and again this chain does not count as a stitch for this round. And then instead of half double crocheting around, we're going to double crochet in each stitch around. So if you're not familiar with the double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, and pull up your loop. So it starts out just like a half double crochet. But instead of pulling through all 3 loops at once, we're going to just pull through 2 at first. So you're going to yarn over and pull through those first 2 loops on your hook. So you'll have 2 loops left. You're going to yarn over and pull through those last 2. And that is our first double crochet. I will show you that again one more time slowly. All right, so you're just going to put 1 double crochet in each stitch around, and you will have a total of 18 double crochets made. Once your last double crochet is made, don't forget to slip stitch to join, and then chain 2 again. So we have 1 more round left, and we are going to be doing double crochets again, but we're going to be doing front post and back post double crochets. So once you get the hang of these, they're not too hard to make. So we're going to start off with a front post double crochet. So normally when you make your stitch, you go under the top of each stitch like this. This time we're going to be working around the post, which is the long part of each of our stitches here. So we're going to be working around that instead of underneath the top of the stitch like normal. So for our first stitch, we're going to find that first post here for our first double crochet from the row below, and we're going to yarn over, and you're going to go behind that post. So you're just going to stick your hook behind that post and then make your double crochet like normal. So just grab your yarn and pull that through, and then yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that was our first front post double crochet. So now to make our back post, we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to go from the inside and then up through the last stitch that we just made and the next stitch, and then you're going to go over that next post. So it's going to look like this with your hook. Then you're going to yarn over and pull that through and make your double crochet. Okay, so we have a front post and a back post. So we're going to repeat that around. So we'll make our front post by going underneath that next post and make our double crochet. And then the next one, we're going to go up in between and go over that next post. And you're just going to repeat that around. So again, you're going to have a total of 18 double crochets after this round is complete. Alright, so I have my last stitch done, and I'm not going to join like I normally do for each of the rest of the rounds. I'm going to do an invisible join, so I will show you real quick how I do those. So just go ahead and pull a loop out a little bit and a little bit of a tail, as we're just going to weave this in. Once you have that done, take that loop and pull it out of the top of that last stitch. Then you're going to grab your yarn needle, and then we're going to find our first stitch of the round and go under that stitch with our needle and pull that through. And then the last stitch, instead of going under both loops of the stitch like normal, we're going to go in between and only go under that back loop and then pull that through. And that just makes that look like another stitch there, so it makes it a little bit nicer of a join. Once you have that done, I go ahead and kind of weave my yarn needle down through a few of the rows here until I come to the main part of the mitten. I'm going to pull that through gently, and then I'm just going to weave that back and forth a few times on this row here. And that'll just secure that tail nice for us. If you want to wash the mitten, that should not come undone. Once you have that done, you can go ahead and snip off that tail, and then you are finished with your mitten. So if you have to make the second one, just go ahead and rewatch all that to make your second mitten, and then you'll be finished making your pair of baby mittens. And that's it. Your sweet little baby mittens are finished. I hope you enjoyed this quick and beginner-friendly project. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Storybook Crochet for more cozy crochet patterns and tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Won't you take me home?